What is up, YouTube? Today we're actually having a guild war against rank number 2, who is Sanctuary. About time! About freaking time we match these guys, alright? We've been waiting to fight these guys all season. We fought them like once. We want to see them more and more often because if we can knock people out of Hall of Fame, we would love to do that, right? But they are currently ranked 2, and obviously we want to, clear out the Hall of Fame and make it a bit more competitive for, other people. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a sweaty-ish guild war, and hopefully everything will go fine. So yeah, please consider dropping a like and comment to help with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just jump straight into the first attack. Okay, so for first attack of today, it is going to be scouted, and yes, I will be putting info up now. Sorry for the last video that was missing info, but basically it's going to be Ryza first going into ARAS, and here are the stats. So I'll be running Yulha on Aureus, just for Aureus holder. We have Emilken on Draco Plate. If you have Golden Rose, that would be okay as well. And if you're a bit like less tanky Emilken, then probably go POV. ARAS is going to be on Holy Sack. So basically, Ryza is going to move into the ARAS and strip. Kisei S3 goes into ARAS, we get a barrier. And then we might provoke on Emilken, but if not, eventually she S2, and she doesn't have any attack buff or crit damage buff, say from like something like an Amid. So she basically just can't kill the entire team, right? Especially if we have the Aureus holding for our Emilken, and obviously we have Draco and we're relatively tanky. And then Candy is just basically going to kill herself. On the bottom, everybody is slow. I don't really know why Shuyn is running a trap RSL defense on Stronghold. Yeah, it's not really that good, to be honest. So we're just going to be going with Amid. This is on spare gear since I ungeared her. 250 speed is going to be enough. We have Kisei at 168, 5k 300, and obviously S2 damage EE, and then Inferno is just going to be on the push EE, or sorry, immunity EE. And basically we just, yeah, S2 kill the, we just basically run it in and you just kill them. Basically just S3 into the Lilius, and then S2 that kills Ran, and then Inferno S3 kills Asanya, and then it's Jover. And yeah, let's go ahead. Alright, so Ryze is going to be moving here. Okay. Keese is going to S3 into our ARAS, and ARAS should be alive. The only time you really got to be scared of like Kisei S2, I guess, is if there's the, what do you call it? Attack buff, crit damage buff from the Amid. So she's dead. And then here we're just going to S1 into the Ryza. Candy's gonna go into the Emilken. Emilken's gonna just basically almost one-tap her. And just gonna S1 onto here. Don't want to really let her counter salvo for no reason. And we S1 again, which is nice. And we just S3, and then it's Jover. Emilken is just too broken, man. Too broken. Anytime you have Candy on defense, it just, Emilken just dismantles it so hard. So yeah, we see the push. Now we're gonna S2. By the way, Shin, if you do, I don't have immunity on my Amid. Holy shit, I forgot. Holy fuck, luck sack. Actual streamer luck. Holy shit, I'm actually a buffoon. XD. Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. Alright, never punished. Alright, we S2. And we are actually faster than the Senya since we get Amid push on the Inferno, but I mean, it's fine. We're just going to regular S1 once. Inferno's going to press S3, and then we just run it in, and it should be fine. But guys, I gotta tell you, I'm like so tired from like, I just like went back to the gym this week, right? Because obviously came back from vacation, and like, man, oh, my sleep, holy hell. I feel like I slept like a king, okay? Anyway, Senya is on Holy Sack, but she doesn't have any counter or anything now, so we basically just sacrifice our Amid, and that's fine. And it's Jover. Perfect, nice and clean. And let us move over to the second attack of today then, I guess. Okay, so for the second attack, we're hitting Valdac. So it's going to be Candy, Arrowell, and Shuyn. So I'm going to be running Destina here, just on standard build. And we're going to be running Iseria as well for a skill reset for the Dark Corvus. And Dark Corvus is just going to Soul Burn S3 to kill the Shuyn, then Candy, then Arrowell. And don't worry, I'll speed it up for you guys. For the last one, it's Zio, Emil Roana, and Emil Yufin. So we're going to be running 2 Crozet to be the fastest so that the Zio is going to target S3 into the Troublemaker Crozet. And artifact doesn't really matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter because there's all of them going to be focusing Dorsing. It doesn't matter. So we put Doris in the back. Water's Origin. Immunity is going to be important because obviously Rowana could potentially S3 to reset, right? So if it's going to go into the Zeo and she's going to S3 into the Doris, it's important to make sure that we have immunity on here. And Inferno as well here, we're just going to be running since Rowana S3 is going to trigger the Inferno. And this doesn't have immunity, so let me just put that on real quick. Give me 1 second. And we're back. We have the immunity on the Inferno now, so it's all good to go. So basically, we're just going to be running, yeah, Inferno's going to one-shot the Zeo so that he can't run down the Doris, and then eventually we just kill everything else off one by one, and it will be fine. So shout out to Kyle for this comp and for both comps, so thank you, and yeah, let us go right in back. Alright, we're going to reset the Decorv. And don't worry guys, I know you guys don't want to watch this, so speeding up the clip, we shall watch DC just one tap. So I won't even talk, I guess. We're just going to skip to the DC going into it, but I'll record all of this for now. 3 to the Shuyn.
And save you from this world. See the power of the Archdemon.
Alright, moving to the next fight. Zeo's gonna S3. This is gonna go into the T-Crozet. T-Crozet gets silenced. Rana's gonna press S3. And since we have immunity, we are Bing chilling. So we push, we get Tachi, we S3 onto the Zeo. 25.6. And we just push the T-Crozet here to get the cleanse off. And obviously heal him, because I mean, there's not much else to do here. We're gonna S3. I'm just gonna S1 on the run here. No need to give the Fighting Spirit over to that guy. We'll land 2 burns. Get an S1 off. He's stunned. That's nice. S1 again. S1. Triggers our Inferno. And then we're just gonna S1. The Albrist. All good. So we just wait 1 turn before we Tachi with S3. Double burn, that's good. S2 so we don't trigger another Albrist. S1. We're gonna... I guess we could just hit this, fuck it. I should die, that should all die to burns. And then we're gonna S3 into this, and should be dead. Maybe, it's pretty tanky. Oh, countered, lifesteal. Trigger another Inferno proc. Almost dead. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Finally, my sword has some work to do.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Another Elbrus. Even if he S3s, right? It doesn't really matter. Because even if he S3s, like, her S1 can't kill Doris through T-Crozet. So, in the grand scheme of things, like, it really doesn't matter. It just won't do enough damage. Stun is nice.
This one seems a good
just S1. And another S1. And Soulburn S1. He countered. How pleasant. And we S1 again. Damn, this guy's countering like crazy. What the hell is this? Okay, well then I guess T-Crozet now does have to use S3 to push the Inferno. We need him to definitely take a turn here. And then we're just going to run S3. If we S1 counter, I mean, he's probably going to die with 4 burns on, but just for safety measures, we pop him. Beautiful. Alright, moving over into our last attack of today. Okay, so for last attack, we'll be hitting Guilverr. So it's going to be A Tywin, Shu, and Karina. So I'm going to be going with A Leica, Milius, and Watcher Shuri. And so A Leica is going to one-shot the Karina. So I'll put the damage calculation on screen now. So Leica is going to Soulburn S2 onto the Karina and then one-shot her. And I'm also going to include the damage from the S3 onto the Shu, as you can see here, which is going to be based on 1400 defense POV Shu, which is definitely over capping. Reason I do that is because I'm going to be bringing Milius to one tap the Emerald Shu, right? So I'm going to put the damage calculation on screen now, which you can see we're for sure going to kill. We're going to overshoot the damage and we're going to kill the Emerald Shu because the splash damage from Alike is going to kill. And then we have attack buff on Watcher Shuri, which basically kills everything in the game, right? So we're going to kill the A Tywin, and then A Tywin's going to come back from Holy Sack, and then we just run 3v1 into his head, and then it should be fine. On the bottom, it's going to be Amid, Zio, and MLU Fiend. So we're going to be running B-Dom here. Obviously, B-Dom can get activated by the Amid. So Zio is going to push back our B-Dom here, no problem. And that's going to allow Amid to S2, S3. And then Briar is going to be here since she's, yeah, basically just the RTA build. And then we have Stene on RTA build as well here, running Book. So the idea here basically is Zio S3 pushes us back, Amid moves, we get Cleanse, we get Immunity, Skill Null. And then we just Briar Soulburn S3 and then dump an S3 from Stene into a Death Broken, this guy. And yeah, it should be fine. So let us go right ahead. Alright, I really hope I didn't fuck up my calculations. So we're going to Soulburn S2 onto the Karina. Karina is going to get one shot. And this should do some chip damage to the Emerald Shu. Yep, about 5k. Milius is going to press S3 into the Emerald Shu here. And it's going to kill with our level 27 helmet. And he's dead. And then Watcher's going to get pushed up. We're going to S3. We turn on auto. And he's dead. Holy Sack comes back. On that note, since we're about to fucking kill him, for the culture. For the culture! Everyone's been saying, oh my god, no flex, no flex. There it is. Right? Alright, so we kill that team. So it's Guilverr. Zio moves first into B-Dom. B-Dom resisted the pushback. Crazy. Amid moves. We activate Skill Null. She's gonna push up, I think, Yuffie. Oh no, it pushes up the Zio. Oh, okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna S3 here. I'm actually thinking maybe I don't Soulburn S3 Briar. Like, it might be a little bit greedy.
Is it my turn?
Because it's 75% chance of Death Break anyway, and he doesn't have ER on these units. So I'd rather just have Soulburn S2. I'd rather have Soulburn on Stene actually, so I'm just gonna S3.
Won't you regret this?
Okay, we're gonna S3. He might counter Elbrus. He does not. So I'm actually just gonna splash S1 since this is not counterable. And then I'm just gonna S3 into the Zio. I think Soul Burning on Briar is actually maybe not the play, so yeah, we just kill that and then we just run it in on the Amid. Because if I Soulburn there and I still don't like Death Break, I mean the souls are kind of wasted. I'd rather just have Stene with attack buff that can't be countered onto the Yuffie with immunity. Just play it like that, right? Alright, much better. Very clean, very clean. Alright, nice clean attack. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's Guild War video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, this was kind of sped run because like there's maintenance obviously, and like it's getting pretty close to maintenance, so it didn't have a lot of time, but good news is we did end the stream today at 2,900 points, so we're 100 points away from Legend, so hopefully we can get there sooner than later. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, drop a comment for the algorithm, and I really appreciate it, and you know, I love you guys. That was cringe. Okay, bye.